Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm an environmentally conscious consumer and I'm on a mission to find out what small businesses are doing to shrink their ecological footprint. When I was recently getting my hair done, I saw that so much waste, like foil, plastic, chemicals and even hair, was going down the drain. But how many of us really think about this, especially as we're having our hair styled? It turns out we should. In Australia, our hairdressing industry sends more than 2 million kilos of waste to the dump each year. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. Today we're meeting people working with the Australian Hairdressing Council to create projects that are kind to our planet and to humanity. Paul Frasca is the co-founder of Sustainable Salons Australia, or SSA. Their vision is for hairdressers to create zero waste.
Look, let me tell you what we don't take at the moment. See, we don't take food scraps. See, that's organic matter, so that can actually go through composting or it can actually end up just in landfill and biodegrade quite easily. But what we do take is really fascinating. We take everything basically from there on. You know, we take all the metals. We have a metals bin, a hair bin, a plastic bin, a paper bin, a chemical bin, and also a razor tin. And that then makes up 95% of the salon's waste bin. And we collect that fortnightly through our salons. So we drive around with our fleet of vehicles that collects that from the salons, comes back to depot, and then we sort it all out and it all goes off into the right recycling partners.
When it comes to recycling the actual hair, SSA is doing this in a very unique way, by making hair booms to soak up oil spills. Louise from the Institute of Sustainable Futures loves this idea.
Yeah, when I heard about this, I was so excited about the possibilities of this. So yeah, hair is being used to be stuffed in kind of like stockings called hair booms that soaks up oil during oil spills. Basically like how your hair gets oily and you need to wash it with shampoo, it's sort of doing the same thing with oil spills. What's currently used to clean up oil spills is dispersants, and what that actually does is have quite an impact on marine ecosystems and marine species. So if we can find a different way through the hair booms that we don't need to use those dispersants that are costly and have such a high environmental cost, then that's a huge way forward for cleaning up oil spills in the future.
This is impressive, but the benefits of recycling hair don't end here. Children who suffer from hair loss or alopecia are loving their wigs made from the hair that SSA salons donate to the Variety Australia charity.
As you can imagine, for a child, they're already going through a lot in their lives, and with the extra trauma of losing their hair suddenly can be really challenging. So having a wig to make the child feel included and just like everyone else is really important for their self-esteem and confidence. Variety's relationship with Sustainable Salons Australia is very important for spreading awareness about Variety's work and connecting Variety with the hairdressing industry.
So many salons in Australia have already signed up to recycle their waste with SSA. Leanne is the owner of Toni and Guy in Newtown, and they recently got on board to give back to the wider community.
Our clients are really surprised at how sustainable we can be. They love the fact that their hair goes into a hair boom and can be used for something, but also just that we are actually doing something, actively doing something to help the environment. The process is so easy, it is ridiculous how easy it is. We've got the bins there, it's all provided. All you have to do is put it in the bins.
What would you say to other hair salons to encourage them to get on board with this?
You just need to join. You need to make that phone call and you need to join.
The benefits of recycling salon waste go beyond wigs and hair booms. Hair salons who register with SSA are also helping to feed the homeless by donating funds to Oz Harvest. This is an organisation which delivers food to charities across Australia.
We collect surplus food from all sorts of businesses, supermarkets, hotels, cafes, restaurants, and we deliver it to 800 charitable organisations across Australia. That includes homeless shelters, women's and men's refuges, youth centres, places that help feed people in need. Sustainable Salons has been amazing in supporting the work that we do. $1 that is donated to Oz Harvest allows us to deliver 2 meals to people in need, and that's just incredible, and that's a huge impact that Sustainable Salons is making for those less fortunate.
Recycling is not just about giving back to the community, it can also make you look good. Next time you see someone wearing a trendy pair of glasses, look again. The frames could be made from old shampoo bottles, though you wouldn't think so by looking at them. Dresden Optics is changing the way prescription eyewear is done, and Jack is showing us how they make recycling fashionable.
People are bringing in all sorts of rubbish. They're bringing in, their milk bottle lids, their water bottles, their old Lego that may have broken. They're bringing in their shampoo bottles and everything you can imagine, and we melt them down and we turn them into glasses frames. Hair salons, unfortunately, use a lot of packaging. Every lotion, every shampoo, every conditioner, they all come in these bottles that once they're empty, single use, they're disposed of. A lot of them are in these fantastic colours, bright oranges, bright greens, and we melt them down and we turn them into glasses frames. And so there's a world of possibilities. Salons alone have enough to fill our shop with glasses frames.
Plastic that isn't used to make trendy frames is sent to Plastic Forest's recycling company.
Well, I'm just sick of the economy currently working in what we call a dud framework. And the dud framework is you dig it up, you use it once and you dispose of it. And I don't see anything in nature that works like that. It's all sustainable, and that's why I'm doing it. We're recycling shampoo bottles, conditioner bottles and hair treatment bottles, as well as contaminated plastic films. We're creating a number of products. One of them is underground electrical cable cover and also NBN, which is being used. Nice thick product, lasts for 1,000 years underground, protecting hard value assets under the ground. And also builder's film, which is used in the building industry as well. So keeping plastic as plastic.
When it comes to recycling scrap metals, Adrian from St George Metals has it already covered.
What do we recycle from hair salons? We recycle anything from aluminium foil, colour tubes, aerosol cans, hair straighteners, hair dryers, basically anything electrical and contains metal.
Can you even recycle the cord that is on hairdryers?
Yes, the actual electrical wire on the hairdryer itself is actually worth more than the hairdryer itself on a per kilo basis. That also applies to hair straighteners as well.
And of course, we can't forget about recycling more common forms of packaging. Val Lumbos from the Lumbos plant shows us how they recycle paper and cardboard from hair salons.
It involves the collection, the servicing the client, picking it up, bringing it back in here, grading it, sorting it, shredding it and baling it for shipping.
Stevie English in Bondi is one of the salons sending its paper and other waste to recyclers by taking part in SSA's program.
Our customers, we've got leaflets out and we explain our goals, I guess, if you like, in our recycling and the foil we use and why. And most clients, I'd like to say that's because they choose us, but I think it's just an extra, it's a bonus that we look after the stuff. I think, clients are really savvy now, and if they, and there's such a high standard of hairdressing across the board that if they can go to a hair salon that does really good hair, but also really does its best to look after the environment, that's a win-win. My message to anyone who hasn't joined SSA is just get on board. I mean, hairdressing is about the young. I believe it's about our young kids coming through, and really recycling is about young kids and our future, the future, whether it's in hairdressing or in the future of the planet. So I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. It helps you sleep well at night, clients like it. Get on board.
Salons are coming up with new ways to reduce their ecological footprint, such as composting hair and other scraps. Sal and Susana Montero even keep a worm farm at La Unica. They say their customers can't get enough of the herbal teas they serve, fresh from the garden.
We've been doing it for a while, and I just think that all salons should be trying to, have some sort of initiative towards the environment by breaking up your waste, because we are saving an average of 10 kilograms a week going into landfill, and that's just huge, and we're just little. So just imagine if all the salons in Australia did that.
Over in North Sydney, Gary from Wildlife Hair has found a novel way to bring down electricity costs by installing sliding doors that treat clients to a spectacular view.
It means we can get an airflow through the salon. At the moment, our air conditioning costs are probably 30-40% of our bill, and we can pretty much wipe that out completely by letting fresh air blow through the salon.
Judena Taylor in Bondi is another business taking part in the SSA waste collection scheme. And Kylie has revamped her salon with recycled furniture, which the clients love.
We have used old floorboards and we've used them as retail shelving. Our benches for our styling sections as well are reclaimed wood, and we've created a wooden feature wall as well using reclaimed wood.
But what interests me the most is the fact that the hairdressing industry can actually do its bit for the environment.
With the Australian Hairdressing Council today and sustainable salons, you can make a huge difference within your local community and an industry as a whole.